Welcome to a new Monday morning routine. It's Coffee with Strangers with Kelli Lemon.
Hey, what's up? It's Kelly, and today I'm at Pop's to grab coffee with Emily Herr. Emily's a Richmond native living the RVA dream as a full-time muralist, traveling and painting. That's how I start the show. I'm so glad you knew that. This is my first sip of the day, so let me just get it real quick, okay?
Oh, this is my second whole thing.
Have no idea who you are. I know what you do, but tell me your name and what you do in the city.
My name is Emily Herr, and I paint murals whenever I can, however I can, but it is my full-time job.
I mean, has that always been your thing? Were you that girl with the crayon in your mom's house and you just went ahead with the dining room mural?
My mom is an artist, and my grandmother is an artist. I went to the Special Arts High School at Henrico, and I went to VCU for communication arts. I thought I was going to be a children's book illustrator. When I graduated from VCU and I looked at all my stuff and I was like, okay, time to get all my illustrations together. And I looked at my work and I had actually done more murals than illustrations over the past few years. So I was like, oh, I have been self-employed since graduating. It's worked, which is nuts, which is totally nuts. If you're gonna start being self-employed, it is great to do it when you're right out of college because you're already used to not spending any money. You're already in that mindset of like, I got nothing and I'm gonna keep it that way. That's actually a huge help, I think, rather than like trying to get some solid ground and then do it, because then you're already used to like shopping at Whole Foods or like God knows what people with money do, because it's not me.
not what happens with you. Tell me about what you're working on.
I am in the second year, starting the second year, which is crazy, of the Girls, Girls, Girls mural project, focusing on women and how we present women to the world in the visual landscape of billboards and advertisements, and also the world of illustration and the world of art. All of it tends to really focus on a single body type, a single lifestyle. I'd rather spotlight some other people. Try and normalize some other kinds of bodies, some other lifestyles. The initial part of this was a tour, a traveling mural tour from Richmond to Burlington, Vermont. That took a month, and me and my friend Sarah painted 5 murals from Richmond to Northern Virginia to Philadelphia to Brooklyn to Vermont.
Where can I go to say, all right, here's a map, Kelly. I can go find all of these different murals that you've done?
So I have a map.
It
is on my website, herrsuite, HERRSUITE.com/girls.
Is there one that you were just like, wow, like it kind of took your breath away in an unexpected way?
That's always the marker of like, okay, I can walk away from this wall now. The way that I've talked about painting before is like, you start and then you keep painting until you don't hate it.
Born and raised in Richmond?
Born and raised in Richmond. My parents lived just the other side of Willow. I've lived within 4 miles of where I was born for my whole life.
Where do you lay your head at right now? Where do you live?
I live in Carver. I live just next to Carver Elementary.
When did you come out of VCU?
2013.
What were the struggles in that, being an entrepreneur out the gate? Because Richmond is one of those places where they're saying if that's what you want to do, that's what you're supposed to do.
I completely agree. I think that Richmond is an amazing place to experiment. I was, I think, very lucky timing-wise coming out into the mural world in 2013. Like, a lot of people had already made murals like very acceptable. I got to sort of step into that and be like, I'm gonna paint murals, and everybody was already prepped to be like, oh, good. That's great.
How do you entertain yourself when you're not traveling and it is a good Friday night for you?
First Fridays, obviously. If it's First Fridays, that's where I'm at. Anytime that the weather's nice enough, night walks are the best thing ever, anywhere in the city.
What do you like to eat?
I love Sugar and Twine, and it's the best. Juan Gonzalez is really cool, really weird, really interesting. Our coffee shop hop.
Do you?
Constantly. We got Sugar and Twine. Chairlift is the new fave. And then Cezanne is always very solid.
What are some things that you think that Richmond is not taking advantage of?
I always have to shout out Endeavor, because Endeavor Studio Gallery is a whole bunch of really awesome people doing the art stuff. They're right across from Cezanne, right near Gallery 5.
What are you looking forward to this spring, summer?
I'm gonna go with a friend on a little painting trip to Colombia.
A little painting trip.
A little painting trip. We're gonna take ourselves on a little budget vacation and just paint the whole time.
Women are killing it right now. Like, we are I almost feel bad for guys. Not really.
I definitely appreciate that social tide. A lot of that spirit boosts you up every day, you know, like the whole Boss Babes Facebook group thing. For anybody that hasn't heard of that, it's incredible. It's amazing.
What is Richmond? What's your elevator speech?
Richmond is home. It's the place that is big enough to be interesting, exciting, and small enough to like not have a real tourist presence that's like getting in your way. Big enough to be edgy and like creative things are happening, and like I said, it's a great place to experiment.
To hear the rest of my interview with Emily, check out the Coffee with Strangers podcast in your preferred podcast app. Subscribe to this channel on YouTube and visit coffeewithstrangersrva.com to sign up for the newsletter. And keep an eye on newsstands for a new issue of Richmond Grid magazine. Okay, see you soon.